Action!
Go! So, very quick workshop WItters today because we've not got a lot of time.
Under the cosh.
Yeah, pressure of LAMMA. But yeah, we're getting on there. We're getting on so bad. So yeah. We were just talking, so you just said about get the camera on. Because we were being
immensely intelligent and informative and highly entertaining, and we thought, well, this is just wasted.
Yeah.
It's wasted on ourselves. We should be letting the public have it.
We were talking about, I've had an absolute win this week in that put a new steering rack on our car, which is an Audi A4, and it's been a bit of an ongoing saga. Basically, because I didn't want to pay a garage to do it because it was going to cost a lot of money anyway. So I got this new steering rack, put it on. Inevitably, it came up with an error, and the steering was quite heavy. I was like, oh man, this steering rack's not right. But we hadn't got the tracking done, so we haven't been driving it at all, like as little as possible. And booked it in to get the tracking done, so I took it on Wednesday, was it? Wednesday anyway. I was going to send Lindsay, but then, well, Lindsay was going to take it, sorry, and then the girls have all been at home for various reasons, even though they're meant to be back at school. So I decided I would take it, because it saved her trailing the girls around unnecessarily, of which two of them weren't 100%, which is the reason why they're at home. And also because, and this is, it's just, I could foresee a situation in which I was going to end up trying to deal with a problem that had been created by someone saying something that then meant that things got a bit carried away. And it was cheap. It was easier for me, even though I ain't got time, to do it myself and just get it sorted.
You were worried that Lindsay was going to take the car in, and then someone might just whisper, sow the tiniest little seed of doubt of, I don't think this is just quite right.
And that's not to say anything derogatory about Lindsay or any bad way about Lindsay, but like some garages do have a habit of saying stuff that then ends up being blown out of all proportion.
Yes, and we don't want to be. There's some bloody good garages out there. Some very good mechanics. There's some. I know I deal with some, and they're very good, and they're very understanding, and they'll almost sort of let you go and sort of problem out yourself if they think you can.
Yeah.
Rather than, oh no, it has to stay here. Sorry, I've run out of things to say.
Yeah. Dog's doing the editing now.
Dogs
shut up.
Me there.
What I'm saying is based on experience as well, because I have been stung by garages in the past. I went to Germany once, left a car with a garage in Lancashire. And all it was while I'm away, just have a look at it and see what you can find. It's just going into limp mode. Came back, walked into the garage. It was within walking distance of home, so I walked to the garage. Car wasn't outside. I thought, alright, walked in. Car's up here, engine's on the floor. So while I was in Germany, it had blown up, and they decided to take the engine out of it. And they said they'd rung and left an answer message, but I was like, I hadn't spoke to them. I hadn't said do that.
That's unsolicited.
That was just like unbelievable. So this is why I'm like proper. Yeah.
I have to say, you hear stories of it happening to older people as well.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether they're just a little bit more vulnerable, or whether just little warnings that say garages might just say, oh, just keep an eye on that, or it's all right now, but it might not be come next year or next MOT or whatever, but you're all right now, but just keep an eye on it, or just little trivial things. Some people can maybe take that a little bit too far, as in, oh, well, the garage said that isn't right.
Yeah.
So then it starts to build, and I start to think about it. Oh, it's maybe getting a bit old. It is 3 years old now. Right? Ooh, we should probably be getting another one.
Yeah.
Wagon now.
Yeah. Some lads here putting scaffolding up, and they've just decided to back up a bit. But anyway, the garage that we're talking to are good. It's just I thought, I ain't got time to deal with the problem if there's one created. And I had a load of other jobs to do in Northallerton, so it meant I could just go and get them done, and it also meant that I got to go to Sam Turner's and have a small breakfast. Because the garage is not far from Sam Turner's.
Small?
Yeah. I didn't want to be too unhealthy. Anyway, the win is that there was a light on and it was saying there was a fault. So they did the tracking on it, and then the lad came in and said, "Oh, it's reset the light." So redoing the tracking, we knew it wasn't right because it was a new steering rack, and I put those steering I put them on as accurately as I could based on how it had come off the other one, but it was never going to be right. So I put them on as close as I could. Anyway, yeah. So apparently there's an angle sensor in the steering. So once the tracking was done, the light went out, and the steering came back to being like normal. It wasn't heavy anymore. So I was absolutely over the moon with that.
And this is the problem with it being a completely electric system.
Yes.
So that angle sensor that was in there, when they were doing the tracking, they would have probably had to hook up to it as well, or obviously maybe have done.
Well, they did do, yeah.
Just to get it set, dead centre then, or?
Well, I don't know. He said he said he's got an angle sensor, and anyway, I'm not too concerned about it.
Yeah. And we're taking one for the
Good
team.
job.
Because we've had to turn off the space heater.
Yeah. It's going to get cold pretty quick, isn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say, a bit nippy.
Something that made me laugh this week. So, Ford have launched their electric Ranger pickup. So it's a hybrid. How many miles do you think it'll do on the battery? Bear in mind it's 2.5 tons. Like mine's 2.4 ton MT, I think.
30.
26.
Some will say it's a step in the right direction, but
yeah, but
a lot of these hybrids don't regen, which I think is ridiculous.
But also, it's probably 26 at best.
Oh, you aren't pulling a trailer.
No, or loading.
No way. No. That's not 26 miles on the M6 for 3.5 ton on your arse. No.
The issue I have with that is it's going to be more expensive. It's inevitably going to, like mine hasn't been that reliable, and it hasn't even got any of the battery stuff on it. So it's going to be even less reliable. And once the battery's done, that whole vehicle's done.
Yeah, I like the idea of hybrids if it did regen. If a lot of your braking force was going and hammering charge into the batteries. Brilliant. And then the batteries were there available for if you just wanted that bit extra shove, that would cut in. Yeah. Which I think, well, that's brilliant. Because I used to think about these things, all this wasted, because we used to live in a really hilly part of the world. And I'd spend most of my time climbing out of one valley, over the top, and dropping into another. And this was usually with at least 3.5, maybe 4 tons on the ass. And the poor Land Rover wringing its neck, climbing these hills. And then all the way down the other side, engine braking, trying not to. When you get brake fade in one of them, it's not fun.
No,
that really is not. I've come to a T, dropping down from, say, the bus tubs down towards Thwaite. You get to that last T junction just before Thwaite. It's a good job there was nothing coming. I couldn't have stopped.
Oh.
And you're young, you're exuberant.
Was that would be a trailer on with a load of sheep on? Or?
That was 12-foot high from the back of a Land Rover.
Yeah, loaded with sheep.
And that wasn't going silly. But the problem with that is it just gets steeper. Like you're coming in at this grade, and then and if you're not dropping a gear every time you.
Yeah.
In fact, there was one point when it just got so bad that when I managed to get steadied up at the top, shoved it into low box and just came down on that, and it was slow, but it was safe. But it just goes to show that just all that, you think of all that potential energy you have sat at the top of that hill, and you see that valley bottom way down there, I'm going to be there within a mile. Yeah,
that's all wasted energy.
And you're struggling to stop, and all you can and those Alpha brakes, they're all right, but unless they're completely tippy top,
or brand new.
yeah, they're not always there for you. It relies on your tow vehicle being able to push back hard enough to operate.
To apply them, yeah.
But then the problem is if you've been towing one of them behind a tractor,
Yeah.
it just does whatever Mr. Tractor says.
Yeah.
So if Tractor says stop, all you see is the trailer just kind of smacks up behind you and concertinas up. Even though you've got a new damper in there and what have you, you just quick smack like that because the tractor just said stop. And you think, I'm stretching cables and doing all sorts of damage there.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I'm not. I'll put it on the back of the tractor, but
yeah. But your tractor's like twice as heavy as your pickup, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
the adventure it's
kind of in charge.
Yeah, bossing it. The other thing we'll quickly talk about is there's some people been locked in at Tam Hill, snowed in for 4 days.
Right.
And this is just like tonight. This is just whatever because you used to live. The next place from Tam Hill is where you used to live.
Yep.
So yeah, it's like.
Oh, and it got harsh, horrific weather.
Yeah.
But it is on one of the bleakest tops you can find.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't get the title of highest pub in England.
Yeah.
You don't get that for nothing.
No.
It's got to be somewhere dodgy.
It's been on the radio. The national radio.
Yeah, people, we snowed in and we've been, it's been awesome. No, it hasn't.
It's rubbish.
To some people, maybe shooting at a pub, brilliant, but no.
Yeah, they're all about, we need to get a helicopter and this, that and the other. And I think it's a lad from Fingal that went with a tractor and snowploughed his way up to them.
Was that one of Bradley's?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Harry Bradley.
Yeah.
I saw it on the Facebook page, I think. So, yeah.
It's all publicity stuff.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was thinking, in fairness, they sort of need that publicity to keep that pub going. Don't they? Because it's that far out away.
Yeah, but it wasn't that long since all of a sudden out of nowhere they were getting like Arctic Monkeys playing live. And so it's getting a bit of...
Some epic bands.
Yeah.
Oh, well, in fairness, Chris Moyles did a thing there. And it was, I can't think who it was now. But they had a band on, Chris Moyles did a thing, and there's a pub further down that we really like, the CB, it's absolutely stonking. And the band that were playing there the next day with Chris Moyles were staying at the CB. So we were stopping there as well for a bit of a night away with a few mates. And yeah.
Oh, not with the wife, James?
No.
Oh dear. There's banging and clashing and all sorts going on. We're going to have to just wrap this up.
We are, yeah. We'll crack on because
we're under the cosh.
Yeah. But anyway, there'll be a longer one next week because in theory we should get a sit down at LAMMA and have a chat and there's lots to talk about. But
is there anybody we can chat with?
Well, I don't know actually, I hadn't thought that.
Well, come on, people are getting bored. Our two viewers are...
Well, Mike's meant to be, well, it depends when we do it. So next week at LAMMA there's going to be you, me, my brother, Dad. Yeah, Dad might make an appearance.
Presumptuous here.
Yeah. Well, we're lying on you, so you better turn up. You're bringing the cakes down anyway. So there's some disappointed people if you don't make it down. So yeah.
Just wiping the crumbs off as they come in the car park.
You'll do well to get through 120 cakes.
Yeah. How many boxes were there? Just one. I don't feel so good.
Right, yeah, anyway, we'll get this put up and it'll be a longer one next week. So yeah, take care, catch you in a bit, thank you.
Right, crack on.